When most people think about getting their home ready to sell, they focus on what buyers can see. But some of the most important things are hidden underground. Today we're talking about the systems beneath your property that buyers may ask about, and one of them can create unexpected delays if you don't have the right information ready. Let's start with one of the most important things to know before selling your home: your waste system. Whether your home is connected to public sewers, has a septic system, or a cesspool, there's nothing wrong with any of them. The important thing is to know what you have and being able to answer buyers' questions. Things like, where is it located? Approximately how old it is, whether it's been maintained or pumped, whether the pipe leading to it is steel or PVC, and if anything has ever been repaired or replaced. The more information you have before your home goes on the market, the smoother the process usually is. I actually have an entire video explaining the difference between public sewers, septic systems, and cesspools, so if you'd like to learn more about it, I'll link it below. Next, underground sprinklers. Buyers love seeing an in-ground sprinkler system, but they're also going to want to know if it's working properly. Do you know how many zones you have? Is the controller working? Has the system been winterized? Are there any broken heads or leaks? And here's something that often is overlooked. Before closing, make sure the buyer knows how to operate the sprinkler system, whether you show them yourselves or explain it to your real estate agent so they can walk the buyer through it. Taking just a few minutes to explain the controller, the zones, the timer can make the transaction so much smoother. If you're finding this information helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel. Every week I share practical tips for Long Island homeowners and buyers to make the buying and selling process a little easier. Now let's talk about oil tanks. Here on Long Island, especially throughout much of Suffolk County, many homes are still heated with oil because natural gas isn't available in every neighborhood. Some homes have oil tanks in the basement, some have them above ground outside, and some properties have or once had underground oil tanks. If your property has or had an underground oil tank, it's important to know its history. Was it removed? Was it properly abandoned? Do you have any documentation? It's also important to know that not every oil tank was designed or approved for underground installation. Over time, a tank that wasn't designed to be buried underground may corrode and leak. If that happens, contaminated soil may have to be cleaned up under New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, or DEC, requirements. In some situations, the cleanup can cost tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that's why buyers, attorneys, and lenders often ask questions about underground oil tanks. It doesn't mean every underground oil tank is a problem. Many were properly removed or properly abandoned or are safe to be underground. The key is knowing the history of your property and keeping any paperwork you have. Here's something many Long Island homeowners don't realize. Nassau County has a registry that may help document properly abandoned oil tanks. Suffolk County does not. So if that paperwork has been misplaced over the years, it can sometimes require additional investigation or testing, which may add time and expense to a transaction. Now let's talk about drainage. If your property has French drains, dry wells, curtain drains, or other underground drainage system, it's helpful to know where they are and whether you've ever had any issues with them. If you've gone through heavy rainstorms without water problems, that's great information to be able to share with buyers. And finally, underground utilities. If you're planning to install a fence, plant a tree, build a deck, install a shed, or put in a pool after you buy a home, always call before you dig. Utility companies will mark underground gas, electric, water, communications, and other utility lines before you start digging. It's a free service and can prevent a very expensive and potentially dangerous mistake. So what's the takeaway? You don't need to know every little detail about your home, but knowing what's underground and having whatever information or paperwork you do have ready can make the selling process so much smoother. Sometimes it's not about fixing a problem, it's simply about being prepared before the questions come up. If there's another Long Island real estate topic you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments below. I always enjoy hearing your ideas. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. And share it with someone who might find it useful. I'm Karen Roth with RE/MAX Integrity Leaders. I'll see you soon.